to 16. There's no way we're dying. I'm gonna crack back. Should we play Lingering Souls last turn? Instead, oh yeah, that seems like a possibility. Okay. On the other hand, I don't mind this at all. Finding both the angels was quite lucky. The rest, the little to complain about. Modern Masters, so he's got the one foil one, just his judge called during a particularly fastidious deck checker or kangaroo courts or what have you. There's one player, a local player up in the Seattle area of a certain renown who's one of his two last names resembles a white cat planeswalker's last name, who is known for making more judge calls than a Kafka villain, and it is said that he continues to play in completely lost positions because he wants to realize the equity from getting people game losses. Who said that because there's no money in Magic, you can just completely draw this wrong conclusions from it and tool out, as it were. Alrighty. So he's pondering his options and or double queuing. It's so hard to double queue in Magic with poker because you just fold all the time, you're just chilling out, and play a dozen tables with enough practice, little muscle memory, little intellectual memory, think you know what to do heuristically, but Magic, there's just too much calculation, too much level 0 stuff going on, so it's tough. I expect him to slay with the... Okay, well, I think we're just going to take 6. We have infinite life, more or less. Can't block the Shriek Maw. I don't want to block the Finks. There's very little reason to. Oh man, maybe that was a gross miscalculation. Because we could have... Oh, well, with Vault, it's pretty good. Yeah, because we gain 9/6/3, which is no longer enough to power up the Ascendant. Oh. The wisdom of cracking one stuff in that fashion right away is again questionable. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can only court for 4, so it can't ambush us with the Rebel Arc, which would crap all over our cereal. Alright, well, let's just attack with everything. We can Vault and then play an Ascendant or something. Wait, hold on. 4, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I can get up to 30. But now I take 3 in the crackback. I get in with everything. For sure. I can even Vault and play Lingering Souls now that I think about it. Please don't fog me, bro. He's going to be trading. Alright. Ranging his blocks like a small child with Legos or Lincoln Logs or, the TSA and other horrible small children. TSA, of course, is where prostitutes go to work after they're no longer fit for a job, though that career is conceivably more lucrative than Magic. Alrighty. 25 to 4. So, we can play Lingering Souls. Yeah, let's play Souls. Let's go back up to 6. Okay. Get some Spirit tokens. Pass the turn. Now we ravage this board with our somewhat relentless attacks. I'm feeling pretty safe. Again, Twin doesn't play much of anything that can... Impod doesn't play much of anything that can deal with this shiny bad girl. So the abrupt decays Martyr of Sands is just hilarious. Yeah, okay, well, I found a hand of Wormcoil Engine and so forth, but... Oh, wow, okay. Dismember. Alright, I found a hand of Wormcoil Engine, but at least I was, when he had Tromba, at least I was able to take away with my Inquisition the Relic. Yeah, alright, so, well, he's back in the game. Little Dismember action, got both of our Angels, to my perpetual disappointment. At least we played it right. Let's see if you can pull it off. Again. Alright, so, do we want to block... I think we do want to block. We want to block 1 Finks. get it persisted, or does it amount to the same thing in the end? I think we want both Finks with counters. He doesn't have Gavin. So, yeah. 6/6. Yeah, and he's going to be able to gain life. No, it's possible that was wrong. So otherwise, he could... Yeah, we slay with the Ranger. Huh. I think we screwed up. Oh well. Hard game. Now he's going to find red cap. Okay. Now I can find Rebel Arc. Oh yeah, that was awful. That was quite awful. Okay, so our cavern. This is going to be an interesting conclusion, especially since he only has 5 minutes on the clock right now. So it's flashback lingering souls. Only gain 9 with the Martyr. Put stuff on the bottom. With ours, nothing else in the yard. Oops. Get out of here. Just play our entire hand. Conceivably. Which I think might be the thing to do. Yeah. Templating for Sunmodo is quite putrid. I could possibly have powered up the Ascendant. Nah, I can't do that. So he doesn't have enough time, he's going to sacrifice the red cap. So what if he had blocked that other way, which was probably correct? We could have... would have been able... Oh, we would have been able to sacrifice the Finks to the pod, rather than persist. Okay, sure. Sure, either ways. Looking pretty good for him. So, but he is going to have to find the Rebel Arc. So if he finds the Rebel Arc, he doesn't have a sack outlet, and his guys all cost $1 million. He presumably doesn't have Sun Titan anywhere. Okay. I see no reason to... Yeah, we shouldn't block. So always going to get rid of the Ascendant. Okay. And top deck mode with this deck is not the greatest. Again, that's another reason I stopped playing Sisters, is that you just got in top deck mode and you had the worst top decks in Magic history. It made it look like it was very exciting to draw a Stifle against Nick Fit with Rug or something. Had really bad extempore long game, more than let us say, a drunken Brazilian at the Players' Banquet trying to hit on a girl in 2012. Bad long game. You get tired after a while, these Martyr decks. So he's almost certainly, yeah, he's going to pop that. Get Rebel Arc. So you can't attack into the Lark, which is quite terrible. I don't think we can, at least. So we'd actually, he doesn't have, so we know he was running Cartel Aristocrat, though, so we'll find Melira and Birds to be able to do that. I think we're on the plan of wasting his time. There is just absolutely no way in which you can play this deck unless you were a Moto Clock hero. And the great thing is he doesn't have a 2, so we don't just do scoop on the spot to Pontiff. Or Pod. Okie dokie. Well, let's hope he bricks. Put a, yeah, we took out the procs. That's certainly correct then. If we draw another Ranger, we want to be able to actually tutor up some stuff. Okay. Wonderful. It's the brickiest. And so we can take a couple of hits. We can crack back if he doesn't Rebel, or yeah, let's just do nothing. We cannot attack into the Rebel Arc. So wondering here, interesting equity calculations, the kind of ways in which you have to think when you're playing this deck on the Moto Clock, which, by the way, is great. I love the Moto Clock, because does it make more sense to vault right now and then F6 or make a pretense of a bluff? Attack with the Shriek Maw. Gonna crack back in game 4. Do you want to game 3? Leave the Ascendant back, I believe. He's attacking with the red cap and the Sphinx, too. I was gonna pot away the Revelark. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just screwed. But he's gonna have to waste some time to get there. Keep the red cap in play. Then he has to do a few more actions. Especially now we can't pot away the Sphinx. It pods away the Revelark for fail to find, which is pretty good. And after, of course, potting away the red cap for second Shriek Maw. Okay. It's possible in the interest of being gentlemen, I should as it were, concede the game and try to squeeze in a game 3, but gentlemen, I am not really. So if we don't f6, then I'll waste some more of his time because he'll be wondering what's going on. We have a comfortable lead on the clock. Maybe he'll be able to play with more flow, thereby save a few seconds here and there. Oh, I see. He's just on the beats plan. That's funny. That's very funny. 4-3-3. Okay. I can't block any of that. Go to 2. Make him waste some time. Down to 2 minutes 31. Anyway, I'll tell a story that once I've finished this match down. I'll make a little mental note of it. It's a good online poker story, though. And I have a number of other humorous associations I want to deal with. He's targeting me with the red cap. Game 3, baby. Keeping the cascade in hand. I'm just so good at Magic, I guess. Okay. So the Sphinx is coming back. There's no sack outlet at 4, though. I think it's interesting that some of the decks aren't even running Virals these days. Okay. He's going to find the Ranger. Have to sack a few more times. Just grinding. Anyway, one of my finest Moto achievements, and I think the only contribution that I had to Moto Photos that was positively received was that when middle of a Moto PTQ, my finest PTQ, ever I get third with this deck after floating out or Molda 5 twice against Drunk Midrange in the semis, but obviously ran quite well to get there, in addition to having a sweet deck. And in turn 32 or something of match number 6 against Blue-White-Red, I was pretty salty for losing to Blue-White-Red. I think it was Blue-White-Red Geist and not the Sphinx's Revelation builds that can occasionally... No, it was Sphinx's. But you can occasionally beat you in the long game with those cards. But, let's see. I don't think we want the extra land here. Doesn't do anything for us. Wrath is great, though. I have Suppression Field in there. I just want to waste time, so bring in some more removal, like Stony Silence or something. Like stall out. Drain the clock like at the end of the basketball game. Take out a grunt. Yeah, Stony's going to make it annoying for him to deal with. He can even mulligan into Disruption. Really waste his time. I'll take out a grunt. Dark Tutelage might kill us. And he's certainly not going to without an assist from that, so... Okay. This is a terrific hand.